Yo, what up? What's poppin'? What's going on? What's the deal? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? Let me make sure this shit is streaming. Why is this shit taking so long to come on? Okay, I think it's on now. All right, what's poppin', people? What's good? So before I get into anything, make sure you guys remember to get How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day, the ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Make sure you guys get that. This shit is off the chain. This shit is off the hook. If you do not have this book, you are slipping. You feel me? Also, make sure that you look out for the Truth About the Game seminar coming out soon. In a few days, May 1st. So you guys can get that shit popping. What up, Toby T? What's going on? So yeah, you can get that shit popping. You can see the whole entire seminar if you're on the Bad Boy membership. So make sure you join the Bad Boy membership now. Also, you can get it separately just by going to mrlocario.com and you can download it from there, but that's on May 1st. You feel me? So, make sure you get that shit popping. Make sure you get it going. So I titled today's show, Game is Irrelevant. Right? So you're probably like, what? What are you talking about? How's the game irrelevant, right? Now, the reason why I titled it Game is Irrelevant is because I had a comment. Let me try to find this comment really quick so I can read this out to you guys. Hold on. Let me find this comment. So yeah, so there was a dude who was on my comments or whatever, and he was basically saying that game is irrelevant because I had a video where I was talking about how it's a numbers game, right? And so in that video, I was basically saying, look, you gotta actually go out there, talk to a lot of different girls, and you gotta understand that it's a numbers game. You feel what I'm saying? And so the thing is that he was saying, look, it's not about game. If it's a numbers game, it's just all about you going up, I guess, and approaching chicks, and that's that. I'm trying to find the exact thing. Let me try to find the exact joint. Hold on, because I want to get this comment correct. You feel what I'm saying? All right, cool. So I found the comment. So this is under the video where I was saying the best way to approach women in the street. And I was saying that basically it's a numbers game. So my dude Jay Buck, who left the comment, thanks for the comment, he says, it's a numbers game because game is irrelevant and you need to talk to several different women simply because some women will turn you down for shit you have no control over. And then he says shit you have no control over, and some women will fuck you for shit you have no control over. So in order to find the women who will fuck you over shit you have no control over, you have to get out there and talk to them, and it works well for those who live in a buyer's market when it comes to women, right? So what you got to understand is this. Game is not irrelevant because the actual numbers game is part of the game. You understand? You going up and approaching a whole bunch of different chicks, that is part of the numbers game. I mean, that's part of the game. The numbers game is part of the game. You see what I'm saying? So you can't separate the numbers game from the game because the numbers game is the game. So game can't be irrelevant if it's a numbers game when the numbers game is part of the game. Also, what you have to understand is that within whatever you're doing, right, there's other parts of the game, there's other parts of it that make up how things go along or how you actually acquire certain things. So let's say, for example, you go to college and you get a degree, right? And let's say you're trying to get a job based off of that degree. So you might have to go in for a lot of different interviews. That's you playing the numbers game. But just saying that is just about going to a lot of different interviews is the end all be all. Is it really it? Why? Because if you don't have the qualifications really that job is looking for, if you don't know how to conduct yourself on that interview, if you don't know or have the skills to, make yourself seem like a good candidate for that position, you're not going to get the job. So all of that also encompasses your game. How well are you at communicating with the person who's trying to hire you? How are you dressed? How are you coming across? What does your resume say? Because to say that, game is irrelevant, it's what you're sort of saying is that all of the little things that you're doing don't really matter, and it's just about showing up. Now, showing up is part of the game, but that's not the only thing. So you can just show up to interviews. You understand what I'm saying? But if you just show up, but you don't have any skill to communicate, if you don't know how to interact with the situation, it's not going to do anything for you. So you actually need game in order to get to that next level. So by saying that the game is irrelevant or saying those other things are relevant, that's like saying you went to college for 4 years, all the things you learned and that piece of paper that you got as far as your bachelor's degree is irrelevant. But see, if you went to a job interview and they called you in because they were looking for people with bachelor's degrees, the only way you got even called into the interview was because you had the bachelor's degree. How did you get the bachelor's degree? You had to do the amount of work to get the bachelor's degree. And that is the game right there. All that work you put in to get that piece of paper, that degree, that diploma, that was the part of the game. So how is the game irrelevant when you're saying, well, all I got to do is go up to this place, go up to that place, and part of you even getting to that place is because of all the work you put in, beforehand, or even you getting the job, I should say, is all the work you put in beforehand. You see what I'm saying? See, the messed up part is this. This is what it is. What up, B. John? What's popping? The messed up part is this. A lot of guys, what they'll do is, is that they're trying to find ways to go around the game, or they're trying to find ways to justify why their game is irrelevant. What up, Johnny Quest? What up, Menorah? What's popping? Brad Bazan, what's good? You say you didn't get a notification? I don't know what be up with YouTube sometimes. They don't be giving out notifications. I don't know what's going on. That's just crazy. David, it was good. Indigo TV was popping. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. The game is not irrelevant. Because even let's break it down to another situation. Right? Let's say, for example, you're the type of guy who wants to, let's say you're looking for a girl who's like a Christian girl because you're like religious and shit. And that's the type of girl you want to, as a girlfriend, to get married or whatever and all this other stuff, right? You still got to play the numbers game to find that type of girl, right? Now, let's say you talk to 20 girls and 3 of those girls are Christian girls, right? So, you're like, oh, cool, I found 3 girls that are Christian. Fine. Now, guess what? Are those 3 girls, do they like you back? Are they feeling you? You see what I'm saying? So not only do you have to find the Christian girls, you got to find the girls who are Christian who also like you. You see what I'm saying? So there's levels to the game. It's not just, oh, let me go and play the numbers game. Yeah, you got to do that. But after you get to the chick you want, does she also want you? How do you make that happen? That's where the game comes in. So you can't get around the game. I don't understand why dudes be trying to get around the game. See, they think, because if you say it's a numbers game, they're thinking, oh, it's just, you're just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. Because on the surface, that might work in certain situations. But the thing is, you meet a chick, let's say she's feeling you. There's all these different situations where she can go from feeling you to not feeling you in the matter of minutes. So this is where game comes in. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just, oh, well, it's just, let me just go up and talk to a whole bunch of girls. That's part of it. But you still have to be able to have the game or have game enough to actually make those situations successful. Johnny Quest, you said, so an element of being successful is finding a chick that also wants you. You said, I thought once you had game, that was it. Well, that's how you find the chicks, is you have game. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. See, the problem is too many guys be thinking that, and this is why, like, you know, like you hear guys say, yo, if you get money, you're going to get bitches, right? That's a simplification. Because if you're scared to talk to girls, if you're insecure, if you know, are just all over the place, and I hand you $2 million right now, and we go to the club right now, how are you going to make this situation work for you? See, it's not just about having the money. And because y'all think about, oh, I have the money, the girl's gonna come. How? How does she know you got $2 million since we walked in the club? How does she know? We walked in the club, I just gave you $2 million. How does she know? Right? Then, if you say, well, you know what, I'm gonna buy a whole bunch of bottles, I'm gonna flash a whole bunch of money, guess what? You just applied game. You see what I mean? So game is just your strategy, however you think that strategy is. So you said, so if a chick is not feeling you, does that mean your game is weak and needs to be improved? If a large number of chicks are not feeling you, then that means your game is weak and it needs to be improved. If one chick over here isn't feeling you, that could just be that one chick. But if you see a pattern of chicks not feeling you consistently, that means your game is weak. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is. See, that's what you guys gotta understand. Because remember, every girl's not gonna want you. Every girl's not gonna be receptive to you. There's gonna be times when girls reject you. That's how it goes. It's supposed to be that way. But what you have to understand is that you want to get yourself to the point where you know what to do so that 8 to 9 times out of 10, you can make something happen with a chick. Like, for example, like I can go out tonight, right? And there's an 85 to 90% chance that I'll be able to fuck a chick tonight. Some chick I just met tonight. You understand? The reason why is because I know the steps and the things to do in order to make it most likely that that's going to happen. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen 100%, no. But it's a 80 to 90% chance that it will, because I know, okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. I know which girls to pick out. I can see which ones are feeling me. I can tell when she's feeling a certain way. I can tell when I should make this move. I make the move. I see I'm making the move, and then I pull her out the spot. See, a lot of dudes be wanting formulas, but the real formula comes once you understand the game, and once you master shit, because then you come up with your own formula. You start to see it within what you're doing. You know, it's a feeling, it's a vibe you feel, it's a thing you do. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what it is, man. Video King, yeah, I'm answering calls, so you guys can call in 646-481-3901. That's the number. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying, like, you know, you guys gotta like understand that the game is the thing. This is like you can't escape it. You can't escape it. All right, let me see who's this. Yo, what's poppin'?
Hey, what's poppin', youngin?
What's going on? Who's this?
Yo. Yeah, well, first of all, I have to say you don't age because I saw that clip from that reality show you were in.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I guess it's the melanin.
It's the black people shit, man. I'm telling you.
Yo, but I totally agree with you before I ask my question about having a lot of money. Because there are dudes who have a lot of money that don't get laid.
Right, exactly.
Straight up.
Exactly.
So it's like, if you own a hedge fund, it's not just you coming into the club and trying to pick up a chick. How is she going to genuinely believe you own a hedge fund?
Right, exactly. Exactly.
How are you going to prove that you're not just the janitor at the office?
Right. And the thing is, you won't even know. You won't even know. Let me tell you something. I used to model for Polo jeans, right? Back in the day, right? Now,
beast.
Now, fucking Ralph Lauren, who's the guy of the company, his son is named David Lauren. That's his son, right? So I worked with his son on a campaign I did back in the day, right? So if you saw, and I actually ran into him again on the train. Now, David Lauren, sometimes, like when I saw him on the train that day, he was dressed like, I mean, no disrespect to him, but he was dressed like a bum. And shout out to him because I love that guy. He was dressed he had these sweatpants, these dirty shoes, just like a t-shirt type of thing, and just chilling on the train. Now, mind you, he's probably the richest person on the goddamn train. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so nobody would have known. Nobody because nobody really knows, because he doesn't put his face out there that much, so a lot of people don't know how he looks. But the thing is, I saw him on the train, he was talking, whatever, and I'm like, this is interesting. Like, this guy is probably the richest guy on this whole train and the whole damn subway, and no one would ever know. You see what I mean? Because of how he's dressed and how he's just chilling there. You see what I'm saying? And so women aren't gonna, so if you walk into a club, ain't no chick's gonna know if you got money. You feel what I'm saying? Unless you
money for real.
Right, exactly. They're not gonna know. So that doesn't necessarily just equate you standing there to her knowing you have money in order to come at you. You see what I'm saying? So it just don't work that way. Like if she knows you got money, let's say if you're like someone famous that the people know that you got money and you walk into a club, that's a different thing because she already know you got money. So if she's a gold digger type of chick or she's like really, on that type of wave, then of course she'll probably, check you out and try to holler at you and all that other shit. You see what I'm saying? So
and even sometimes you could. There was one time I was in Miami and I was chilling with some of my homegirls out there, and there was this dude in a Mercedes, and she was like, "Yo, that car is rented." I was like, "How do you know?" I was like, "Yo, how you dress like that and you have a Mercedes?" Now, granted, we don't know, but it played a role. And that dude was trying to floss because, he had the music bumping. He was saying something to girls that was passing by.
Right.
But, he wasn't, like, legit. It's like it looked inconsistent. So it's like, I don't really know if he rented that car, but the other girl didn't even try to find out.
Right.
Like, so there has to be some congruency with everything mashing together.
Right, and the thing is, don't get me wrong, you can still attract women with money and monetary shit, but again, there's still game applied to that. Because guys think like, if they just have money and stand there, women are going to just like flock to them. It don't work that way. Even if you have money, you still need to go up and approach a girl, talk to her, have the conversation. All that other shit still applies. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You still got to do stuff. So in a lot of times, even if a guy, and this is the funny part, some guys are so, they're not well versed in the game. So sometimes a chick could be flirting with them and they won't even know the chick is flirting with them. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so you can have all this money, the chick is like throwing you signs and signals, you don't even realize it, so you don't even know how to take advantage of that situation. So I'm like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. So I'm like, dude, a lot of cats, if you got money and you want to use that to your advantage to fuck with this chick who is just fucking with you for your money, I'm cool with that. If you want to do that, that's cool. But you need to understand what's actually going on. Understand that she's fucking with you because you got money. A lot of dudes that I know, and I know dudes personally like this who had money, who would flash it around, try to do all this fancy shit, and then when they started going broke or they didn't have as much money, they up there butt hurt about the chick not fucking with them no more. And I'm like, dude, you knew what this was, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what this was. I'm like, come on, son, stop.
Facts all over the place.
You know what I'm saying?
So I got somebody on Facebook Live, and we made a little bet. But it all depends on what you think about these questions. And it's going to be real quick. So the first question is, do you have less than 2 minutes to impress the girl that you are talking to? Like, if in 2 minutes or less, and I think sometimes it's even 1 minute, it takes that time to, like, really strike some level of, a good level of interest, or it just can't go nowhere.
Well, it depends on the situation. If you're out in the street, then yeah, it gotta be quick. Like if a chick is walking on the street, you try to stop her, that's when it gotta be quick. If you're in a situation where
not just the attention, which is different from interest.
You're talking about the interest.
You can have somebody's attention and not have interest.
Well, the interest it varies though, because some chicks, some chicks will be interested off the bat. You feel what I'm saying? So, and that's just because you're her type, like, period. Like, she might, like the way you look. You're like, she's like, oh, like, let's say if you're like a fucking, some black dude that's like tall and he got on nice clothes or whatever. That's her type. You look like fucking, Idris Elba, something like that. Let's say you got that look. She's gonna be automatically interested, period. Now, if it's a different situation where, let's say that same girl talks to like a white guy, that white guy is not necessarily her type, but if he talks to her, it doesn't necessarily mean he needs to make it happen in 2 minutes, but the quicker it happens, the better. You know what I'm saying? Because the longer it takes, the more likely it's not going to happen. But the timing necessarily doesn't really, like matter as long as you can keep the interest, as far as her being interested in talking to you there. So it's more so like, because like for example, if a girl's talking to you and she's having a good time talking to you, she might not even necessarily be interested in the first 2 minutes. But let's say in the next 5 or 10 minutes y'all keep talking, then she starts to be interested. But she only became interested because she actually liked talking to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So she may not have been interested in the first few minutes, but you're an interesting guy to have a conversation with. So as the conversation goes, she starts to get interested because now she's starting to see things and feel things and interact with you in a way that's making her say, oh, like this guy, he's a cool guy. I'm starting to feel this. And then she'll get interested. So it's not necessarily where, she needs to take a while to get interested. I would say you need to do it in less than 2 minutes to keep her attention. You feel what I'm saying? Like if you're talking to a girl for 2 minutes and you're not keeping her attention, then that's a different story. Because if you're not keeping her attention, she's gonna kind of drift off and probably bounce. You feel what I'm saying? But if you can keep her attention, she can over time, as you're talking to her, get interested. You see what I'm saying?
And that's from approaching strangers opposed to meeting women within a social circle.
Yeah, pretty well. Yeah, definitely. I thought you meant it's something different. Yeah, if it's like when you're meeting strangers, because when you're meeting a chick who just off the bat, you got to keep their attention, and then from that attention, you can create interest if the interest wasn't there from the beginning. And this is what I try to tell guys, is this is why it's important to learn how to have conversations with women, because the more comfortable you are having conversations with women, right, the better you're going to get to pique their interest. Because what I used to do, and this is something that was a mistake that I was making a lot, where I would just talk to girls real quick, and then sometimes I would just like end the conversation because I was like I would be like, okay, this ain't going nowhere. I'll just like bounce or whatever. You understand? So because I was always looking for the quick, like I gotta see quickly if she's feeling me, whatever. But what I noticed though is better to do is that if you're talking to a girl and she seems interested in talking to you, even if she's not showing extreme interest at the beginning, you can still
or attraction.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she's not showing like she's attracted to you in the beginning. You can still talk to her because as long as she's not showing disinterest. See, that's the difference. If she's showing disinterest, then it's kind of like, look, I don't even need to, fucking waste too much time. But if she's just having a conversation with you and she's chilling and talking, whatever, if you keep talking, if you stay in it, a lot of times what happens is that she turns around or she starts to get interested, and then that's when you can pull her. So a lot of times what I would do is sometimes I'll talk to a girl for like 2 or 3 minutes maybe, and I would just get her number. I'll be like, oh yeah, well, let me get your number. We should hang out, blah, blah, blah. So I would get her number. And this would be like, I'll be in a bar, club, whatever. So, but then what I did was I switched it to, instead of doing that, I would talk to the girl. I see that she's interested in talking. Then I keep talking and I start flirting a little more. And then what happens is that talking turns into making out. And then that making out turns into us bouncing. You see what I'm saying? So that's different than me just getting a number and bouncing to the next chick versus me staying in the situation with the girl, continuing having the conversation, seeing that it's being built up, and then, you understand what I'm saying? Keeping it, making it happen with her. But you only do that if you see she's still interested in talking to you. If you see that she's not interested, if she's being disinterested, then of course move on. You see what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. The most important part is to keep that attention. You see what I mean?
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So
Yeah. Probably one of the last things I wanted to ask. Do you think there's a level of mastery in picking up women that we as a community has not seen yet or discovered?
Mm-hmm. Well,
there's a level of, all right, now you're like a 5, and then there's a girl that's, well, I'm not even going to use beauty rankings. That is like, you could consistently get a girl. I don't know what's the highest level you have achieved, but you could consistently. If the next level would be like, now it's time to consistently get girls who are not interested in you and somehow building attraction or whatever. It's almost like in martial arts. I don't know if you ever dealt with martial arts, but when I first got into martial arts, they showed me things that I thought wasn't possible, and I've seen people who are at a higher level, like get into combat.
Right.
Like, the first level is like being people 1-on-1, and the next level is being 4 people at the same time, and then there's these moves that I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know that was humanly possible.
Right.
I don't know if you think there's kind of the same thing
right.
possible for pickup.
Right. No, I think it is, and not only have I experienced certain things myself, but I've seen other people. This is why, because dudes be always getting on me. They be like, yo, you always talking about looks don't matter, blah, blah, blah. And I always say, look, I say looks matter and looks don't matter. Because I've seen guys who, are just like your regular, average, everyday type of dude. Dudes who aren't the fucking best looking guy, but they're so charismatic. They're confident. Their energy is to the point where I've seen them pick up some of the baddest chicks I've ever seen. So the thing is that I think that for I feel like the highest level of mastery a lot of times comes from how much energy and time you put into what you're doing. Because then you get to the point where, like I was saying earlier, you get to the point where it almost becomes predictable, because you get so advanced that what's the most likely situation that you'll be in order for something to go down with a woman. So let's say, for example, if me and you was out and we was chilling and trying to get some chicks or whatever, and you reach the level of mastery that when we walk into the club, you've already spotted at least 5 girls that you know are most likely going to be into you anyway, based off of how they probably like looked in your direction. You probably already saw those 5 girls look at you and check you out. Then you at the bar, you seeing other girls like, you know, their body language towards you, whatever it is. Or when you go up to the girl and you say something to her, you just say, hey, how you doing? And you see how she responds to you, like, okay, yeah, I got this one. So, but that all comes from you being able to like to be out there continuously improving your shit, so that you know already that these 5 girls are the ones I'm going to focus on versus randomly talking to every girl in the club. You see what I'm saying? And then out of those 5, you know that I'm going to at least get 1 or 2 of these that's going to really try to make something happen. So, and I've seen that, and I learned that from a dude I used to roll with, where 90% of the time we go out, he's either making out with a chick or he taking a chick home. And the main thing he said to me, he said that he would recognize the girls who were choosing him from when he first get in there. You see what I'm saying? And then so he would holler at those girls first, and then usually from talking to them, he can tell, okay, I can see this girl's gonna be easy. I can see this girl's gonna give me a little bit of, you know, like she's gonna test me a little bit. I can tell this girl is gonna play hard to get. So he already knows based off of his experience with all these other chicks. You see what I mean? And this is why I say guys got to go out there and experience shit, because the more you experience, the easier it's going to be for you to pinpoint those things to get the best results.
That's going to take a lot of experience.
Right.
That's going to take a lot.
Right, exactly. A lot, yeah. Because you got to, because the thing is, you got to master yourself. You got to master your own emotions and shit, because you got to be the type of guy where this is what I mean. A guy could go out, get fucking rejected, and his whole night is fucked up because of that one rejection he got from when he first came out, right? So you got to master your emotions to be like, yo, you know, you got rejected, but whatever, and you're still upbeat, and you're still okay to go out and talk to more girls.
Immune to rejection.
Mm-hmm. Say that again.
So is that what you're saying? Like you should do it enough where you're immune.
Right, exactly. Where it's nothing. It's like you're not even like you almost you take it. You're like, yeah, give me the rejection. Who the fuck cares? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's what
I used to be that way. Mm-hmm. That took me over 1 year.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah, it takes time sometimes.
But to be able to tell who's ready to fuck or not, you have to go through the process of meeting women and fucking them. So if you're not already going through, this is just my experience, you could correct me, but from my experience, you're not at that level to tell, or she's ready to fuck until you start taking women home and fucking them.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm telling you, and it's crazy because the more that you do that, the more you start to see certain patterns, man. You start to see the way women respond to you with their body language. You start to see, sometimes you can see it in a girl's eyes. Like when I approach a girl, sometimes I'll just be like, hey, what's up? How's your night going? And then she'll look at me and her eyes light up and she smiles. She's like excited. I'm like, okay, yeah, this one right here is most likely going to happen with this girl. You feel what I'm saying? Then I'll talk to another girl. I'll be like, hey, how's your night going? And she'll be like, oh, yeah, it's fine. And then she'll be like, you know, what's up with that hat? That hat looks funny. Now I'm like, okay, this girl is going to try to test me. This is what she's doing. You see what I'm saying? So you notice those things. You see what I mean? So that's how you do it. You know what I mean?
My advice, and you could correct me again, if you ever get to that level, go to Times Square. Because there's always that tourist that's like, all right, I'm just visiting New York.
Oh, yeah, dude.
How could I get some
facts?
Dick?
Exactly.
That's my experience.
No, real talk.
Where can I get some dick? Like, where there's hotels, Times Square, I think, is the best place to kind of find that. There's just that chick. That is Times Square or places that has a strip of bars. Right. Places that have a strip of bars. You could find a chick. If you smart, there used to be a point in time I walked into a bar and not say anything, and I could see who's looking to fuck. Right,
exactly. I'm telling you, it becomes a sixth sense.
That took a long time, VS. Like, I don't think a lot of people understand. Like, it will mentally challenge you empirically, because it used to take me like from 100 to 124 approaches to fuck one chick.
Oh wow! But shit, see, that's what I'm saying. You put in that work. You feel what I'm saying?
I was,
Jesus.
and I used to know just from like going out, like no, all right, I just approached 10 because I used to count, and there used to be a point where I didn't count, but I still knew the number. But it was like there's some people who do it a lot and don't get that much progress. And there's a lot of small tweaks that I think, because I think like what people just do, they just keep doing it to they naturally correct themselves.
Right.
But that takes a really long time. I always recommend cut down the time by actually linking up with a coach that knows how to pick up women.
No, real talk. Real talk.
And this is what this other guy did. He was getting better, but I lost contact with him. He used to get somebody to record him, use spyglasses, and he used to have his iPod connected to a wire as he approaching women for like, 2 to 3 hours. I was like, you could also do that too, but that still would take some time for you to like look back on that video and listen to the audio, and that's still a lot of time.
Right. And but he got to be careful with that too, because doing that recording shit. That shit.
No, but he's not posting it. It's for his personal.
All right, I'm just saying. Still, if he better not do no shit.
Yeah,
with
there's
that,
some legal actions. Like I worked
Right.
as a paralegal. People take that shit for granted.
Right.
Like, you could just be sued, and even though you don't have money, people would just sue you just to put you in debt.
Right.
And
Exactly.
that's really big. Like, I think people need to really get some legal ramifications out there. Because I have a aunt who's deal with I forgot what you call it when you just suing people on a personal level, but she done that. Right. And then there's criminal law. If the case gets to trial, and a lot of people might not find this a point important, but it really is. If it makes it to trial, a guy has almost an 80% chance of losing.
Right. See, that's why I don't be recording shit.
If it makes it to trial, somebody accuse you of rape, and it makes it to trial, but the woman has an 80% chance of winning.
Oh, of course.
Be cautious.
Of course. You always gotta be cautious when you're dealing with chicks. I gotta do a whole like video or something on that. Because dealing with these chicks out here, man, a lot of cats, and they not cautious, they get caught up in some bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a whole nother story, though. You feel what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
definitely.
a whole nother story, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate the call, my dude. All right,
no problem.
I'm out at you,
Thank
man.
you.
Peace. All right. But yeah, man, you guys got to definitely get out there and put some shit into practice, man. For real. Man. You said, what's the best way to holler at a girl when you're in your car and she is walking in the street? You tried it and it worked, but I can't honestly say it was luck. I'd say get out your car and start talking to her. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, Locario.
What's popping?
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Who's this? What's your
What's
name?
up, man? My name's Rashad.
All right, what's going on, bro?
All right, I got a question for you, right? So, in terms, obviously, game is different. What you got to say in terms of setting and where you are. So, like in the gym, like I need some advice of getting chicks' numbers and getting shit popping with chicks in the gym.
In the gym, well, the gym really, a lot of times in the gym, what you want to do is that you want to create a situation where you get to sort of know the chick first. You feel what I'm saying? And this doesn't have to be anything that takes long, but like, let's say there's a chick that goes to your gym, have a conversation about her workout routine or your workout routine or the type of shit y'all do. Now you know her name or whatever. You understand and shit like that. So let's say you see her working out, and then you say let's say, because a lot of times you might see a girl working out on something, you might have a suggestion, be like, oh, hey, I see you doing such and such. If you do it this way, this also works out this or whatever. And then she's like, oh, yeah, cool, thanks, or whatever. And you're like, oh, what's your name? Oh, it's, Cindy. Nice to meet you, Cindy. I'm so-and-so. And then you go back to doing what you're doing. Next day you see Cindy. Hey, Cindy, how's it going? How's everything? And she's like, oh, yeah, it's cool, whatever. Then next time you see her, be like, "Yo, what you doing after your workout? We should go get like a a smoothie or something." So now you see what I'm saying? You gradually go about it. You see what I'm saying? But also too, what you can do is in the gym, what you want to do is you want to create a situation where not only are you talking to that girl, you're talking to other people. You see what I'm saying? So you're talking to other people in the gym, so you sort of know the people in the gym, because a lot of times when you're in the gym, you see pretty much the same people generally come through, whatever. So let's say there's another girl that comes through. If you in the weight room or whatever, if you're in a certain part and you see, let's say, some guy named Derek, and you already know, like, yo, Derek, what's up? How's everything? Cool, blah, 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 blah. You see another person, hey, what's going on? What's going on? So now she's seeing you talking to everybody. So you seem like you already know everybody. You seem cool. So when you talk to her, she's more receptive. You see what I'm saying? So it's that type of shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, so it's really about creating kind of like the social circle.
Right. Because the thing is, remember, in those situations, whenever you're going in a situation where you're going to consistently see someone over time, you don't necessarily need to like rush it at that point. You feel what I'm saying? Because and the thing is, and my dude in the chat room, he's saying, is that all necessary to do in the gym? He said, can you just tell the chick you want to smash? Yeah, you could go and tell the chick you want to smash, but also what you got to understand is women
see him every day.
Yeah, well, you're right. That too, you're gonna see her again. You see what I'm saying? So women in the gym, when they're working out, it's not that they're not receptive to hollering at dudes or talking to guys. What it is, though, is that the situation that you're in doesn't call for necessarily that type of response. You see what I mean? Unless when you talk to her the first time and you see she's being extremely receptive to you, or she's sort of flirting, then you can pull the trigger there if you want. But usually what you want to do in those situations is you want to ease it in, because you're continuously seeing her. This is not just a random girl you've seen at the club or in the street. You're going to keep seeing this girl. So the thing is, you don't want to fucking go all the way in at that point in a lot of cases, because of where you're at. It's just like if you was at work. I always tell guys, look, don't really talk to chicks at work too much, but a lot of guys want to fuck with chicks at work. You're not going to go up to a chick at work and say, yo, I want to fuck the shit out you, because you're at work. That's not the right time to say that at that point. You see what I mean? So that's the thing.
I feel you, because there's this one chick. She was she was choosing me hardcore. So I went up to her and I was direct. You know what I'm saying? And then she gave me her number or whatever. And then she flaked and shit. And I think that was you think that was why? Because being too direct in the wrong setting.
So you said you hollered at her, another chick at the gym, and then she gave you the number?
No. I said there was just one chick that was feeling me. It was obvious. I'm talking following me around and shit. So I asked her, I was like, yo, what's up, you cute, whatever. Got her number, what you doing? And I was direct about it, And then I hit her up, and then I tried to set a date, and then she flaked. I was like, whatever.
And where was this chick at? Where'd you meet this chick?
At the gym.
At the gym. Okay. Well, yeah. Well, that's gonna happen either way. It don't matter where you meet a chick is still flake. A chick is still not return your call. You see what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
Right. So in those situations too, if that happens, what you want to do is you want to keep it business as usual, meaning let's say you get the girl's number at gym, you call her, you try to hit some holler at her, and she don't respond. The next time you see her in her gym, you just be like, oh, hey, what's up? How's your day going? And then you just keep doing your thing. You don't mention her not calling you. You don't bring that up or nothing. You see what I'm saying? You just keep doing your thing, because she has to bring it up if she actually wants to make something happen. You see what I mean? Because she knows she didn't return your call. She knows that you didn't do it, that you didn't do it, or that she didn't do it. And what she's expecting you to do, she's anticipating an awkward situation with you. Because she's like, damn, I know that guy called me. He's going to see me at the gym, blah, blah, blah. So now when you come up to her and you be like, hey, how's it going? She's like, oh, I'm good. And then you be like, all right, well, have a good workout. And then you keep working out. You're not even worried about it. She's wondering, damn, does he not care? I didn't respond to him. And then she'll probably bring it up if she's feeling you. You see what I mean?
Okay, word.
Right.
So you saying like obviously, just get to know them, keep it casual, and then ask them like, yo, what you doing after?
Right.
I mean, you can't. I mean, what if you say like, what are you doing this weekend? That's considered direct, or just stick with like after the gym type shit?
No, you could ask them what they're doing on the weekend or whatever. What I'm saying is, whenever you get to the point where you're trying to close the deal, try to set something up, right? What I'm saying is that the best way to do it, right, is once you sort of know them, because this doesn't even need to be like necessarily in a, like, you don't even have to do this in a way that takes a long time. You could be at the gym. You could do this all in the same day. Like, let's say you go to the gym. You fucking see the girl, she's working out, you ask her some shit about her workout, y'all talk for a little bit, you know her name now, right? Now, as you're going to the locker room, you get dressed or whatever, let's say you walk out the joint, you see her like walking down the hallway, you be like, yo, Cindy, what's up, real quick, what you doing, next week? We should like hang out. That's all in the same day, but now you sort of known her at this point, you know her name, y'all talked earlier, and then so now she's even more receptive to interacting with you. You understand what I'm saying? Versus you being a dude, just some random dude at the gym who is probably staring at her ass for like 20 minutes that just comes up and say, yo, we should fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. You see what I mean? So it's a different vibe. Like, no. What are you saying?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I guess if you know them first, you can kind of feel if they're liking you or not.
Right, that too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You get, because the thing is this. You get to see how responsive she is to you in a regular sort of like conversation. You see what I'm saying? Because at that point, when let's say you're talking about working out, you're not necessarily trying to get at her, but she is talking to you. So based off of how she's talking to you and based off of how she's responded to you, you can say, okay, cool, this chick, she seems, like either like she's into me or she seems neutral. Both situations are good. Or what could happen is you could ask a girl about her workout and she might give you some one-word answer, or she seems like she doesn't want to talk to you. So now imagine, if she doesn't want to talk to you just about the workout, what makes you think she's going to want to really fuck with you on something else? You see what I'm saying?
Oh, that's true.
Right? You see what I mean? So, and that's why you sort of just ease it in, because remember, you're dealing specifically with the situation you're in at the moment. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right.
I got one more question.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I'm 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in shape and shit.
Right.
So it's true that, like older women, 30s, 40s, like younger niggas? Like, is that true?
Yeah, older chicks like younger dudes. Yeah. Hell yeah. You just got to find the ones who are about it, because some of the older women, like, when they get with a younger guy, some of them are like, oh, you're too young, you know what I mean? So that's the issue for some women, but some of them don't give a fuck. You just got to find the ones who are trying to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
I have a thing though. It's like, talking to the chicks that are older. I don't know. It's just, I don't know, man. I have like a thing of just like not talking to them.
Say that again. You say you don't like talking to them? Is that what you said?
I mean, like, I don't know. I just feel weird. Like, if I ask them, like, yo, you want to go out and shit, like, I just never really done that.
Oh, so you saying you never really hollered at an older chick?
Nah, I've always hollered at chicks like my age.
Right. Nah, just do it's the same shit. Just holler at the older chicks. Tell them, listen, man, the best thing that works with older women is flattery. You understand? So like,
flattery.
If you so what age bracket you trying to holler at? Like, how old these chicks you want to be? Like 35, 40? Like what's your
I say 30 to 45. 30
okay.
To 45.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The older she is, the more flattering you need to do, because look, if you're a young dude, you in shape, you doing your thing, she's gonna be like, what's up with this young guy trying to fuck with me, right? So a lot of times a woman's insecurity will stop her from fucking with you. You understand what I'm saying? So she may think you just playing around. She may think you too immature, blah blah blah, whatever. You see what I mean? But if you approach her and you say, listen, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm really feeling you. We're both mature adults, so let's make something happen. You know what I mean? And that's that.
Okay. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
try it out, man. And sometimes some of them will just fuck you because you young. You understand? Meaning, if they're attracted to you, they'll be like, all right, I'll fuck this guy. But that might be it for that moment, just because you're a young dude.
That's all I want, though.
What happened?
That's all I want.
All right, then there you go. That's you'll be good. You just gotta holler at them and deflect all of their you're too young type of shit with flattery, and also letting them know that, look, I'm a mature dude. I'm trying to holler at you. This is why I'm hollering at you, because these young girls don't got what you got. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Yeah, that's saucy, bro.
You see what I'm saying? That's what you gotta do. Be like, listen, I can get any one of these young girls out here, any one of these girls, but I need someone who with some experience, someone who's mature, someone who could show me some things. I feel like you're that type of woman, shit like that. So
Okay.
right? You see what I mean?
Yeah. Hey man, appreciate it, right?
Yeah, definitely,
I'm gonna holler
bro.
back at you.
All right,
What's
bro.
your next live stream?
Probably this Monday, but definitely always Fridays. You feel me?
What time?
3 to 5 Fridays, and then Mondays usually nighttime, like 10 o'clock or something, 10 p.m.
All right, for sure.
All right, man.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right, bro. I'm a holler.
All right, thanks.
All right. Let me see who this is. Yo, what's going on?
Mr. Locario.
What's poppin'? Who's this?
It's Carrie. How you doing?
Carrie, what's going on?
Nothing much. What's going on with you?
I'm chilling. What's the deal? How's life?
Cool. Good. Life is good. I'm just calling because I'm running into a lot of problems with online gaming.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really have a problem approaching women and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of that is just because I'm already very outgoing and because of what I do for work. So it's pretty easy for me to talk to women.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason online, I feel like I have 3 hurdles to overcome, and you know what I mean, just to even get them out. They respond. I get a pretty high response rate, but to get them out to go on a date, I'm like, oh my god, this is so much work. Whereas if I'm just out walking around, I'll talk to a girl, and next thing I know, we're just sitting around having drinks somewhere. So I'm just trying to figure out.
And so hold on, wait. So real quick before we get on.
Yeah.
So for the guys listening,
Yeah.
you're a lesbian, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Right. So I just want the guys to understand.
So, yeah, to make it easier, yes.
Right. I just want the guys to understand that women also have to have game getting other women, and it's still issues out there. You feel me? So,
yeah, man. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Yeah, women they're a fickle mess, man.
Exactly. So you saying that you trying to get the girls from online dating, and what's happening?
I'm just trying to. I just want to be able to be really good at lots of different styles.
Mm.
So I think my whole life I've relied on direct and social circle, being outgoing, and the same thing, just relying on girls coming in from what I do and stuff. But to do online gaming is a whole new thing. To do indirect is a whole new thing. And the same thing. I'm trying to piece it all together and see what's the approach that's going to give me the best results based on who I am. You know what I mean? Where I'm at.
Right. And what type of what do you what's been your success rate so far, or what's been working for you on online dating so far?
So far, what's worked online is basically just saying, "Hey, what's up? I'm curious. What made you match? What made you swipe?" Because then I think it gives them an opener, and it's not going into sex right away, even though that's what I want. And then so they feel, I guess, a little bit more comfortable because they're asking they're having to reply back to a question. But if I just say hey, or what's going on, or oh, you're really cute, nothing. But as soon as I pose question, I tend to get a response back, and I'll get varying things oh, you're beautiful, you're pretty, the same lame shit that girls say that they don't like when guys approach them. They're saying the exact same thing back, which is so ridiculous.
Right. I noticed that too.
Yeah, it's the stupidest thing. But and then it's really easy to transition into, oh, okay, cool. I appreciate that. Oh, you're just my type. and then I'll say, hey, what are you up to, like, next week? I'll say something like, I'm busy for the rest of the week, because I don't know, I noticed that Monday, Tuesday is kind of light, but from Wednesday to, like, Friday, for some reason, like, chicks are, like, really responsive.
Right,
so,
right. Because it's getting towards
I'll say
the
that
week.
I'm busy for that weekend, but let's get together, like next Monday or Tuesday. And then they're like, I'll either get like, oh, okay, cool, that sounds cool, and I'll get a number, or they'll say, the one that I'm noticing recently is, oh, well, what's your Instagram or your Facebook? Which I think is weird, because I'm like, well, why am I going to stay online here to go online somewhere else? Like, it's just dumb. It's so frustrating. It's just dumb. But what's been working is that opener, and then, just asking them to, like, get together. I stay away from going for drinks or whatever, because I don't know why, but I think it gives off, like, oh, it's a date. So I just tell them, like, oh, hey, what are you doing? I'm making, like, a Sunday, come over.
Nice.
And that seems to work a lot better.
Right. So you're able to get the girls to come to your place and hang out through that, right?
It's not that it's easier. I think I do better with that than suggesting going for a drink. Right.
Okay. So yeah. So definitely keep doing that. What I would say, with any interaction you're having with the online thing, is you got to make sure that the situation, the conversations and everything are short. And
yeah,
to the point.
They're super short.
Right. So
it's like 3 messages max.
Right. And so by that time, you should be setting up like, hey, we'll get together this time, get together that time. What I also would suggest to do is that if you can, meet the girls, try to get the girls to see you sooner than later. So let's say if you're talking to a girl on Wednesday, try to get her to see you that weekend instead of all the way next weekend.
Instead of waiting until the next week.
Right. You see what I'm saying? Because what you want to do is, a lot of times you want to make sure that the momentum is kept up from that moment, and you want to be able to, like, get it done quicker so that the interactions are happening quicker, so that you'll see if anything's going to really happen. So if you have no choice but to make it next week, because let's say you're busy or she's busy, then, you got to just do that. But I would say definitely try to make it as soon as possible. Sometimes if you can, if you're like texting a girl and it's the same day, you could even do that too. You see what I'm saying? If you want.
Yeah, I've tried different things, and again, I mean, I don't, like I said, I can't put a handle on like a pattern. Like that's what I'm looking for. So I just look at all of it as practice.
Right.
But I'm trying to get like a pattern going and seeing what works best. I mean, and so far the one that worked the best was just being direct and. Like, literally, like, sometimes it was, like, 2 weeks later. Like, just couldn't get it together.
Right.
But when that girl showed up, it was literally, like, through the door, 10 minutes, and she was like, I want to make out with you. And I'm like, okay, cool, take off your clothes.
Right.
And another time was, like, maybe 3-4 days later, and the same thing, and that was lukewarm. But it feels like when it's longer, and I'm not messaging them or anything in between that time, so... When there's a bigger delay and I'm not messaging it and they're just messaging to confirm what's going on, they're on. They're like solid. They're not really my type, but the same thing. I'm just looking at it as practice, right? Because I'm trying to establish like what's working the best, when, how, where, like with what type of girl that I'm dealing with.
Right, and that's the thing. What you got to do too is what sites are you on that you're using?
I'm on like 3 or 4 different ones. I'm on Tinder, Badoo. Some Eastern European one, and some lesbian one. The lesbian one's the only one, and I hate that one. Like, none of the girls, I like them. They're all like super feminist, super like on some like man hating, like not shaving legs kind of nonsense. And I'm just like, no, I'm not about that.
I feel you. So
and I don't do well with those girls either.
Right, man. And so the thing is this too, is that. What I would suggest is, because like whatever you see that's working for you, keep that in your arsenal. But what I would suggest to do is, for let's say like a 2-week period, right? What you want to do is you want to try different approaches. Like, you can still try the thing that works, on maybe like if it's like a girl you're really really feeling, then try that the thing that works on her. But for 80 to 90% of the women, for like a 2-week period, maybe even 3 weeks, try a specific approach and see how well that works. You see what I'm saying? And then and then you try another thing and see how well it works, because you want to get different, types of things to see what's working well for you. Also, what you can do is switch up your main picture periodically. So for a month, try one picture, and then and the next month switch it to another main picture to see, okay, I'm getting way more hits from this picture versus another picture. Like for example, I don't know if I'm just showing my screen right now real quick. I don't know if you're watching the screen, but you probably watch the playback. But I'm gonna show on the screen.
Yeah, I'll watch the playback.
Right,
yeah.
I'm gonna show on screen for everybody to see my my Tinder. Right, so on my Tinder, I put up this picture right here. So it's a picture of me with the jacket on and the glasses. So I switched this for this month. Now, as soon as I switched to this picture, my matches and all of that shit has been going crazy. You feel what I'm saying?
Really?
And I even put it on Bumble, and then so my matches and shit been going. I've been getting like 5 to 6 times more matches just literally from switching to that picture.
Just changing the picture. Everything else is the same.
Right. So everything else is the same. Just switch that to the main picture. So sometimes you want to switch the picture, or even take newer pictures.
New pictures.
Right, and then pick the best one out of that. Put that as your main one. Use that for 3 weeks to a month to see if that's giving you even more progress, and then and then do that again, because then you switch another picture next month. You might notice next month this main picture isn't doing as good as the other picture. You see what I mean?
So the other one,
right. So you got to definitely switch those up.
And then I have another question. So I know women are women, and it doesn't matter across the board, but for whatever reason, I don't know what it is, but I get a lot of choosing signals from like straight women or married women, and it usually pops off, which is great. It's awesome, but they're a lot more hesitant, I find, than lesbians.
Right.
And I don't like, I'm trying to figure out like, okay, so how do I have to kind of finesse it so that it's like a win-win for both of us?
Right. Right. Well, the thing
is,
is,
I'm getting what I want, and you're getting what you like, what you want, which is me, because you're letting me know. But you're just like, you're putting up all these barriers.
Well, the barriers are going to be there anyway, because let's say if she's straight already, or she's like, this could be something new for her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what it is that you have to sort of guide them with what you're doing. You know what I mean? Because their curiosity is what's getting them to you. But the fact that that's not really their lifestyle to a certain extent. It could be new to them, or they're nervous or whatever. So what it is that as long as you're being vocal about, what's going on, how are they feeling? Hey, I really like doing this with you. We should do this again, blah, 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 blah.
But I'm not trying to have a relationship with them. Right. I just want to sleep with them.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you want to sleep with them, then you ain't got to worry about all that. As long as all you need to do is, at that moment, you have to do all those things. Meaning, like, if she's hesitant or she's resistant, let's say you're trying to kiss her and you kissing her, and she's like, oh, I don't know, I feel weird, blah, blah, blah. Be like, no, this is okay. Like, I'm having fun. I'm sure you're having fun. Like, it's really just talking it up.
Make it more comfortable.
Right, to make them more comfortable with the situation. You know what I mean? Because you could be like, hey, because she might be like, oh, I don't do this, and be like, hey, this isn't anything like, like weird, because there's
weird,
a lot of
there's
a lot of women I deal with who are straight who do this too. So it's okay, stuff like that, because that's gonna make her more calm, because then it normalizes it for her. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all you really need to do.
I've usually just because I get that a lot. I'll get like, oh, this is my first time with a girl, or I've never been with a girl, and I'm like, oh, well, that's cool, because I've never been with you either.
Right.
So, and that kind of like makes it so that they're like, oh, okay, cool. That she's funny, and she understands where I'm coming from, and that kind of makes it so that's a nice segue.
Right.
But I'm getting like they're telling me they want me. They're telling me they're interested. But then when I put it out there and reciprocate, I get like crickets. Like even just yesterday, there's this one girl. Every time I put something on Instagram, she always like comments. She always says something. And yesterday, I said something, and I said, oh, you're gonna have to say my name for this, or something like that. And then she said, okay. And then I said, oh, come through, crickets.
And this is what happens when you're dealing with straight women.
Is that what it is?
Welcome to our world.
So it's just that. It's just because they're like hesitant, straight, friggin' yeah. Okay.
Right, because
All
remember, when you're with straight women, right? They're already, because remember they're coming off of the interaction of dealing with men, and
exactly.
and feeling those feelings and being all over the place. So now when they're dealing with a woman, it's like, oh, this is cool, this is different, this is interesting, but they're still in the mindset of
they're dealing with a guy.
Right, exactly. It's still the same sort of like mindset. So you still have to deal with her the same way how a guy would almost deal with her in a certain regard. You see what I mean?
No, that's exactly what I feel like I'm doing. I'm
right.
like, I don't understand why you're getting all weird and crazy.
Right.
Like,
so you gotta take the lead. You gotta take the lead on all of that, because remember she's conditioned, or she's already in the mind frame of being responsive to masculine energy. You see what I'm saying?
So I feel like I'd have to be more direct than indirect.
Right,
and like not just direct, but like lead direct. Like,
exactly.
Okay, cool. You want to come through? This is my address. Come here at this time.
Right, exactly. You have to lead. Still, you got to be the one to lead, because remember, she's still a straight woman being led by masculine straight men. So now she's interested in you, and you're like, she's still gonna be looking for that dynamic. So you gotta.
Yeah, because I'm usually just like, oh, okay, cool, come by.
Right.
But then it never goes anywhere because there's nothing concrete. There's nothing
exactly.
Like,
so you gotta put it down specific. You gotta tell her, hey, come here Friday, 8 p.m. This is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Right. You see what I'm saying? And then that. So you
and
gotta
actually,
still
you're
lead
right,
her.
because it did work the last time with the girl that like 2 weeks later that showed up, and like we were getting it on at like 10 minutes through the door.
Right.
Because that's exactly what I had said. I said, oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna be home at this time in the afternoon on Tuesday. This is my address. Come by.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, just you got to just make sure you're leading the situation with these, especially with these straight women. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, man.
No, trust me, lesbians are the same way. They're just like they're the same way.
Right. It's funny because my little sister, she's a lesbian, so I was like, I'm around her all the time when she used to, like, me and her used to hang out all the time. So I would see like the situations and the dynamics. It's like interesting, you know what I'm saying? So I feel what you're saying, you know what I mean? But yeah, definitely, make sure you lead the chicks with the online dating, try different approaches, and also switch up your pictures and see how that works for you. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for calling. Appreciate it.
Thanks again.
All right, peace.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Peace. All right, that's what's up. See, I'm telling y'all, this ladies going through it too when they trying to holler at ladies. The ladies are going through it too. Well, let me see who this is. Hold on. Yo, what's going on?
Hey, Locario.
What's poppin'?
What's the deal?
What's the deal?
What's the deal? Good. It's Russ from Jersey.
What up, bro?
You can hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear
hear some echo in the background.
Nah, you good.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I just tuned in. I was actually hearing the last chat you did a couple of days ago.
Right.
And you were talking about, like, you got to have... Well, I actually got two questions for you. I'm going to be here for a minute. Not a minute. I'm going to be here sure. The other... I remember you always say when a woman wants you, she want to make it simple for you and easy. Sometimes I always... it's true, but sometimes... it could be too easy. I also remember someone, I don't know who was on YouTube a while ago, they were saying if it's too easy, it could be a red flag. Sometimes that is true, because if a female is treating you too hard, it may be a red flag, because most guys, us guys are so used to women fronting and playing games. When it's too easy, we get kind of scared and nervous. So I want to know your take on that.
Well, the thing is, it all depends on the context. If some shit is too easy or not. So, for example, let's say you get some chick, like let's say you got some chick call you randomly or something, some chick you probably got a number a few weeks ago or whatever, and she hits you up and she's like, yo, you should come over my house and it's me and my girlfriend here, and we horny and we want to fuck and blah 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 blah. You understand? Now that type of shit sound like a setup. You know, it's like, who the fuck are you? Why you see what I mean? Like, it's like, what the fuck is this, right?
Yeah.
But if you're in a situation where, you know, you're actually in a situation where you dealing with a girl, you talking to her, y'all in a club, at a bar, and y'all kissing, y'all touching, everything is flowing well, and she's like, yo, you know, I want, you know, we should go back to my place, then that's good. It's easy, but it's good because you see the flow of the situation and how it's going. You see what I mean? Because the thing is, you actually want to look for easy. Because when you're looking for easy, then you have a mindset of trying to make it easy for yourself. And this is what, so then you end up moving in that way to get that situation easy for you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So is that type of shit. You know?
Oh, my bad. Yeah, my bad. What happened?
Oh, no, I was saying that it should be that easy because it's like, so for example, I remember I was at this spot, I'm talking to this girl, and you know, we're having a conversation or whatever, and I'm feeling her, and I'm like, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, yo, damn, this chick is bad or whatever. So I just, like, I straight out told her, I was like, listen, I was like, I'm gonna just be straight up with you. I want you. Okay, so that's all I said. I said I want you. She started laughing and shit. I was like, no, I'm serious. Like, I was like, look,
that's like a beta male.
Why I say that again?
It's like a beta male.
No, that ain't no beta male shit. Beta male shit
is
is tiptoeing around shit, acting like you don't want it. You feel what I'm saying? I said to her, listen, I want you. I said, look, I'm not leaving. Like I said, either I'm leaving with the number, or you coming back to my spot, or I'm coming back to your spot, or whatever. So we end up going back to her place and fucking. You see what I mean? So, but it was easy because I made it easy by telling her I wanted her. You see what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't tiptoeing around it. I wasn't acting like I didn't want her. I wasn't, you know, being on some, you know, fucking, like, you know, playing games or whatever. Nah, it's like, this is what I want. Now what? You feel what I'm saying? And so, because I made it simple, she made it simple. You see what I'm saying? Because if she didn't want to fuck with me, she wouldn't have fucked with me. But she wanted to, so I created it to where I made it easy. You see what I mean? A lot of times it will be easy for you if you make it easy for her. You feel what I'm saying?
True.
Because sometimes a chick wants to fuck you, but she's scared of looking like a slut or a whore or whatever. But if you let her know through your words or your actions you want to do it, it makes it easier for her to give it to you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's true.
So
I remember, well, this only happened to me one time. This is an awkward moment.
Mm-hmm.
This was a while ago. I met that chick online, whatever, and she gave me her number or whatever. Right. So I'm like, all right, cool. We chopped it up. This chick said, send me a picture of your dick. Mm-hmm. So I'm laughing like I thought the chick was playing around.
Right.
I'm like, all right, let me send her shit, whatever. Mm-hmm. She sent me a picture of her shit. Mm-hmm. So I called her. She answered the phone. I'm like, whatever, this bitch playing. Mm-hmm. I called her again. She answered the phone. So we talking. I'm like, yeah. So what's up? You know, I see you live in New York. I'm in Jersey. What's up? I want to come see you. Mm-hmm. She's like, oh, how much money you got? I'm like, fuck you mean? How much money I got? Like, you fucking serious? Like, get the fuck out of my face. Quick. This bitch is stupid as hell. Like, what type of shit you want, B? I ain't doing that shit. Fuck that shit. That only happened one time. I'm like, hold on, this bitch was easy as hell. I'm like, this chick, I'm like, what
right? That's what I'm saying. Again, that's what I'm saying. It's the context, because like, at least now you knew when you called her and she talking about money. You're like, oh, so you on that whole shit? Okay, cool. Well, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like. Nah, bro. Like, she was bad too. I was like, I ain't got time for this shit.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what they do sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta charge it to the game. So again, you know what I mean? So you just gotta figure that and be like, all right, well, whatever. That's on some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I gotta ask you one more question.
Right.
Maybe we did a video. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago about a brother that emailed you saying he had a hard time with black women or whatever. Mm. He was talking to white women or whatever, and it was easy for him and all that stuff. Which, I think every black man in this country will agree with me or have been through that same shit. Mm. But like, this is. I know you teach game about all men, no matter what race you are, because you're a black dating coach. I'm a black person, but I gotta keep it 100 at the same time. Unfortunately, a lot of us brothers deal with sisters, and they give us a hard time for the most part. Me personally, I really haven't had too many white girls because I like to say, me, I'm in the hood, so I don't get too many white girls out here. You know, it's mainly black, Hispanic, and like, you know, Jamaican or whatever. And I know you live in Brooklyn. You got, I think, you got Brooklyn, which is, you got certain parts like most Jewish people, like Crown Heights. You got Flatbush, or the Jamaicans, if I'm not correct, was that Flatbush, right?
Right. Flatbush got all the Caribbean people, all that shit, right?
Then you got, I think, Bed-Stuy got black and Hispanic, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that was it's a lot of different you know, different areas will have mainly you know, different people and all that other shit. But now it's fucking gentrified and everywhere is like mixed, so you know.
Yeah. But back to the matter at hand, what happens is, you know, unfortunately, you know, us blacks, you know, we live in the hood, so most of the black females in our area are gonna be on some hood shit. And I think the guy was saying he tried to talk to a couple black women. They would give him a hard time. Like, they gave him an attitude, or other women would try to push him off of him, and whatever. But the question I do have is, I was on Facebook actually. I had two things on Facebook. I saw this girl on my friends list had posted a porn. It was like not a Pornhub, but it was she had screenshot a Pornhub video. And the comment section was funny. But it wasn't funny. Like, some white woman was saying, all these niggas are good for their black dick, use them for their black nigga dick. And I was laughing, but at the same time, it's not funny, because that's how they think of us. Now, also, remember, it's really funny, but it's not funny. It's insulting us black folks. Now, you know, I was tweeting the sheet a lot. Tweeting the sheet was saying stuff about, you know, how white people will fuck you, and then, you know, just for a black fetish, and then turn around and call you a nigga behind your back.
Right.
Which is true. And I also remember there was a video that went viral a while back. This white girl, she had a black boyfriend or whatever. And she was going on a nigga rant, talking about nigga this, nigga that.
Right.
And this fucking coon ass nigga forgave this bitch.
Right.
I'm like, what's going on? Or, like, this shit is crazy out here. And you said you have a white wife. So I'm thinking you got a white wife yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know your wife personally, but you know, because she's white and you black, you never know. She might call you a nigga behind your back when you ain't around.
Right. I mean, well, that's the thing. See, that's the thing. You gotta be a good judge of character. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because this is what I always tell people, right? I can tell, like, I've been with white girls who were on some racist shit. You feel what I'm saying? I didn't stay with them. Some of them, and some of them, I didn't even fuck them. Some of them I found out after I fucked them. You feel what I mean? And then I was like, all right, I'm good. So you gotta know who you fucking with at the end of the day. But the thing is that, you know, you can't really, a lot of times you gotta be aware of what's happening in society in general, but then you also at the same time have to interact with people on a case by case basis. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So the thing is you're gonna have, and so what happens is, what some people do is they'll take something that happens and they'll use it as a talking point to get their point across, so to get their agenda across. So, and that goes for every like topic or situation. So it could be race, it could be sex, it could be you know, fucking money, whatever it is. So the thing is that you might have a situation where, like that, I think I saw that video with the black dude with the white girl and she was talking all that shit. See, he's right. So he's an idiot. Right, exactly. He's an idiot. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's on some other dumb shit. So that's the type of shit I don't condone and I don't fuck with. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then you see sometimes you have certain black people who they're so insecure and they just want to be under white people so much that they'll put up with anything. You feel what I'm saying? And they'll let the fuckery go on. And I'm like, I'm not down for that shit at all.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. And I do want to add something. A lot of times, because of us brothers are so used to women of our race giving us a hard time, get a white female, we start turning to Simpson shit.
Right.
And that's another issue that tweet that she brought up. And another female on my friends list had posted a pic. It was a pic of a black guy trying to talk to a black girl, and she was like, "You a clown, you a sucker," and he got himself a white girl, and the girl was, "Are you a sellout?" And it was like, and I think the guy emailed you, said that a white girl, he gave him play or something. He said something about a white girl giving him more play than a black girl. And and me personally, like I said, I get a lot of play from white girls when I'm like, say I go out of town, far from the hood. When I'm out the hood, I see some white girls smiling at me. I get some play from white mixed girls. I'm like, these chicks are cool. Now back in my hood, most chicks in my race going to give me some bullshit. If I go to like other parts of Jersey or some parts of New York or wherever out the hood, I get more play from like white mixed or Spanish girls. So I'm like, okay, but I can't put my own females down. But like I said, a lot of brothers go to the same shit.
Right. Well, the thing is this. It's not your job to try to fuck with chicks around your way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if the chicks around your way or the chicks from the hood or, they ain't really they not really trying to make anything happen, then it is what it is. Because at the end of the day, you got to do what's right for you. You got to do what it is for you. So for me, I was always under the thing of, I'm only going to fuck with chicks who I'm feeling and who's also feeling me and respecting me. So that's first and foremost. I don't care if you're white, black, Asian. I don't give a fuck what's going on. So I see. My thing is, some people, they're on that the extreme pro black shit where they're like, I'm only fucking with a black woman. Now that's your prerogative, but my thing is that I'm not gonna sit there and say I'm only fucking with a black chick, and then I got this Asian girl over here, or this white girl over here, this Hispanic girl over here who's giving me extreme cooperation. You feel what I'm saying? Who's being cool with me and who I'm also attracted to. I'm not gonna not fuck with her and say, nah, I can't fuck with you. I'm waiting for my black queen. I'm not doing that. And the same, and the same in the reverse. I'm not gonna diss a black chick just to get with some white girl. If the black chick is being, cooperative, if she's cool, I'm fucking with her. You see what I'm saying? So it all depends on if the person is cool or not. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't do that whole it's like this. I'm more pro black when it comes to my dick. I'm not pro black. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
When it comes to everything else in society and shit, I'm on that shit. If it comes to my dick, my dick and my sex life and my relationships, that's open for whoever the fuck. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I ain't gonna sit here and be like chilling in
I've
never
had a problem with no race of females.
Right.
And like I said before, unfortunately, a lot of, like I said, we all go through it, but me, I don't have that mentality.
Right.
But unfortunately, some of us men, black men, we kiss a lot of white ass because, like I said, you get more play from a non-black woman than a white woman. From a non-black than a black. I do it. I think damn every black man in this country goes through the same shit. We get more play from other races than our own race. So it's like a lot of guys, they get this, and they take it out on everybody. Even some, well, black women don't do it as much as black men, but it's really fucking up the game out here. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you go by your experience. Like I said, if you in the hood all your life, all you know is bullshit. That's all you want to see. That's all you know.
Well, that's why you got to rise above. You got to rise above that shit. That's why I tell people, look, you got to expand your mind. You got to expand how you perceive things. You got to look at all aspects of everything. Because let's say you don't know when you're gonna die. So what happens is most people are living their lives to please other people. So there's a black man right now who wants a girlfriend, who don't got a girlfriend because he feels like he needs to stay with a black woman. You feel what I'm saying? And then he got some other girl who's not black who would love to be with him, but since he has the idea that he has to be with a black chick because of what everybody else is saying, he's not really living his life to the fullest. You feel what I'm saying? And so he could die tomorrow, and he be on his on his deathbed or whatever it is, like, damn, I should have just fucking did what I wanted to do. You feel what I mean? So it's certain things people gotta really look at it and say, yo, at the end of the day, what am I doing for me? You feel what I mean? And also, what am I doing? Because you gotta look at it, okay, what am I doing for me? And also, you could look at how you do shit for the collective, but at the same time, this is what I'm saying, when it comes to the individual part, and when I say a relationship between you and a woman, that's specific to you and that woman. You see what I'm saying? That's it.
Exactly.
All the other shit.
It don't, right.
You know what I mean? Like,
game had nothing to do with race. Game is about you. And I think Alpha Male was saying this on a live chat. I think another brother had called and told him he had the same issue. And he said, unfortunately, you're going to go through more masculinity than black women than any other race. Because every female has their, their good side and their bad side. But he said, unfortunately, a lot of African Americans, you're going to deal with more bullshit from African Americans than white authentic women, which is true. But he said, just find the women who are down with you. And another thing, we got to get our money right. When you got your money right, you get the fuck out of the hood and go other places. That's the main thing. That's why he said, get your purpose, get your money right, and then travel and get the fuck up out the hood. That's
but also too, what guys got to understand is that a lot of it is how you show up in a situation. Because I personally have hardly ever had like issues like that with black women. Like that's why you never really ever see me do a video talking about, oh, black women doing this, black. Because I personally have never really, like, I've had issues with black women, but I've had the same amount of issues I had with black women with also with white women. I've had the same amount of issues that I had with white women and black women with Asian women. So it's never been this big thing that most black dudes are going through. Like, I've seen other guys go through it, but what I notice most of the time why those guys go through that shit most of the time is because they have and this is for all the black guys out here having issues with black women. Most black men who have issues with black women have not asserted themselves as a man to that woman. Notice I said a man to that woman, not a black man to the black woman, a man to that woman. You see what I'm saying? So anytime I've dealt with a black woman or whatever, or any woman, it's always been man to woman. Meaning, you are a chick, I'm the dude, you gonna follow me. So now, if you're not gonna follow me, I'm not fucking with you. And so what happens is, when I'm dealing with certain black women like that, they see that and they're like, okay, cool. Then they fall in line. Unfortunately, a lot of black men, what happened is, because we've been in this society and we've been sort of like, stripped away from having access to certain things, and we've been getting fucked up in the streets and all this other stuff, that has an effect on you, just like that has an effect on a black woman. But the thing is, you got to be, mentally strong. You got to be like really strong with how you approach the situation in the game, because based off of how you are, and this is just for women all across the board, based off of how you are as a man, right? If you are strong in your masculinity and really grounded in your shit, women have either two choices: to fuck with it, to be with you and go against with your program, or to totally not fuck with you. There's no in between. You see what I'm saying? Because it's either or with that. That's all it is. So a lot of times there was black women and even other women I would fuck with that they would just totally not fuck with me because they knew they couldn't get away with bullshit when they're dealing with me. Like, I wouldn't even be there. We would be done. You see what I'm saying? And so when I first assert myself, it's already a different energy. Even if at the beginning they was on some bullshit, the energy switches when they know that I'm not on the bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So, it's a whole different thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's it. I just had to call and ask that question because, like I said, I know you had the video, and I seen a lot of, a couple females on my timeline post stuff about, all that stuff. So, like I said, this is a big issue in our community. Like I said, this is about all races, but unfortunately, I got to keep it 100. I got to keep it within us.
Right.
Because we got to go through the bullshit. Because we live in poverty. We all got to get ourselves together. And like I said, brothers need to get their money right and then start traveling to other places. Or you get, because like I said, I'm in Jersey, you in New York, so I'm not far from the city.
Right.
I can get all over the place. But what for nigga who live in, somewhere in, I don't know, fucking Alabama somewhere, or somewhere where there's not a lot of access.
Right.
Like I said, a lot of brothers don't have a lot of money, a lot of everything. Another thing I want to add to that too, real quick. A lot of guys have the same poverty mentality come to females. That's why niggas be acting that all thirsty out here.
Right, exactly. But see, again, it's all about the mentality and the mindset. Like I was watching this dude. He's a entrepreneur and he does like a lot of different talks or whatever. This dude named Dan Locke. You guys check him out if you into making money and all this other stuff, right? So
His name is who?
his name is Dan Locke,
Dan
DAN
Locke?
LOK, DAN LOK, right? So now he said in one of his videos, he said that the he's talking about success and actually making stuff happen. He's basically saying that it's 80% mindset and 20% strategy and technique. And so the problem with a lot of guys is it's not the techniques, it's the mindset. Because he was basically saying a lot of you know what to do, but you're not doing it. Do you understand that? Like, for example, a lot of y'all know what to do when it comes to getting girls. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know how to approach the girl. You know how to go direct, indirect, build sexual. Y'all know how to do this shit. The problem is most of y'all don't do it. So the difference between the people who do it and don't do it are the mindsets. You see what I'm saying? So when you're talking about, black guys that, they don't have a lot of money, or they'll probably be in Alabama or whatever, those dudes will stay broke and stay in Alabama because of their mindset. Because if they say, look, I don't got a lot of money, guess what? Instead of buying the Jordans, instead of spending money on this and that, I'm going to save up my money, and then I'm going to start traveling and doing what I got to do. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's a difference in mindset. The mindset is the thing that's going to shift and make you do the shit you're supposed to do. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that's what it is.
That's it for now. I appreciate that, gang. I needed to really hear that. Keep it 100, and I appreciate that, and I'll holler at you on the next show, and have a good weekend, my guy.
All right, bro. All right, man. I'm holla. Peace.
All right.
Yeah, man. It's that mindset, I'm telling you. Because I was like, that's some real shit. Like, motherfuckers know what to do, but they ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. All right, what's going on? Who's this? Yo.
Hello?
Yeah, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Oh, Mr. Locario.
What up? What's going on?
What's going on?
Chilling. What's poppin' with you, man?
This is Justin from Houston.
All right. What's the deal?
Well, tomorrow I'm going to a birthday party, and this girl invited me to a birthday party tomorrow. And I don't know if I should go or...
What happened? Go ahead. You why are you pausing so much?
No, I was saying tomorrow I'm going to this girl's birthday party. She invited me to a birthday party, and it's a hookah. And I don't know if I don't know if she's feeling me or not, because we work at the same job together, and me and her started talking, and she told me that she was single, and she asked me, was I single? And I'm like, I'm dating around, I'm just having fun. I'm not, I'm not looking for something serious. And then I was like, wow, what's up? And she was just asking. And then she said she was having a birthday party, like, in a couple more days, and she invited me. So I don't know if that was a sign that she was interested or that.
And wait, where do you know this girl from?
Well, we work together. We work at the same job.
Okay, so she
works.
works.
I haven't really been talking to her like that. I just been like saying what's up. I haven't really been sweating her. And the last time we spoke, she told me that she was having a birthday party. She wanted me to come by. And I was like, okay. So I haven't bought anything. I was wondering, should I just get her a birthday card, or should I just not bring shit? Because I was like, yo, I ain't want to spend any money. And end up,
Listen, look. This is the thing. Her inviting you to her birthday party don't really mean shit at this point. You feel what I'm saying? It's just her inviting you to the birthday party. She probably invited everybody to the damn birthday party. You see what I'm saying? So the only way you're gonna see if this chick is feeling you is how you interact with her. So if you do go to the birthday party, right, then and you start talking to her or whatever, that's one thing, and you start to see what's going on. But the thing is, her inviting you ain't really nothing. You see what I'm saying? So the only reason to go to that birthday party is if you feel like going to a birthday party. If you go into the birthday party because you trying to get at her, you like her, that's not the reason why you should go to the birthday party. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. So if I was you, what I would do is this. I would say, listen, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to make it to your birthday party because I'm kind of busy. But what we could do is me and you can hang out the next day and do this and this and that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now if she says cool to that, then you know that this is in the direction of her wanting to fuck with you. You see what I'm saying?
Because I was like, I ain't know if I should go. I didn't know if I should.
No, and that's what I'm saying. If you trying to go because you actually want to go out, get out, hang out, and chill and meet some people. But don't go, you know what I'm saying? Don't go out to be lurking, you know what I'm saying, over her and bringing her presents and all that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying.
I get you.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because my dude K Zaggin 20 in the chat room saying that the chick's probably trying to stack some gifts. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah,
so,
that's what I was like.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So because sometimes I go out to different spots, but just because I like going out to meet other people. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not going out specifically for some girl to see if I like her. Matter of fact, I tell you a story. Years ago, and this is what was fucked up. There was a girl that I actually did that for. So don't do that to whatever. So years ago, I was at this house party. I think I told a story before. At this house party, there was a girl who was throwing it that I liked. Right?
Right.
So I'm trying to get with this girl. I come to the house party, and next thing you know, she had candles in her room. The candles caught it caught on fire to her curtains and everything. So basically, the fucking room caught on fire. There was people it was maybe 7 or 8 people in the apartment. We was all running out or whatever. Well, most of them ran out. There was some people on the roof. So me, her, and this one other guy was going back and forth from the kitchen to the bathroom trying to put out the fire and all this other stuff. Is mad smoke in there. I'm fucking crawling on the ground and shit. So basically, long story short, I basically helped this chick not burn her fucking house down. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I did all that, and she still ain't fuck with me. You see what I'm saying? So imagine, I basically helped this chick not burn her house down, basically saved her life because she was sitting there screaming and I'm getting the shit and, putting this shit out, and she still ain't fuck with a nigga. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
So that's what I'm saying. So don't think doing things for women or being in these situations are gonna get her to want to fuck with you. You only find out if a chick wants to fuck with you when you're in a situation that you're putting her in a situation where she has to respond to what you're doing as far as you trying to make something happen with her. So this is why I'm saying it'll be better for you to tell her, hey, listen, I don't think I'm gonna make that party. You understand? Now you say I don't think I'm gonna make it because you might go just to chill and even talk to some other girls that might be at the party. You never know. She might have some fine ass friends, right?
Right.
So you can say, look, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it to this party, but what are you doing on Friday? And me and you should get together like that. Or you could even say it like this. You could be like, listen, since I can't make it to your party, me and you should just get together on our own this week and hang out. You feel what I'm saying? And what day are you free? Yeah. You see what I mean? Because if she actually wants to fuck with you, she's gonna come through and see you on the other day. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So that's what it is, man.
right. Well, that's all. That's all I wanted to ask.
Right, man. So yeah, that's what it is, bro. All right, keep me posted. Let me know what happens. All right.
All right. Yeah. Have a nice day, Mr. Locario.
Peace. Later.
All right, bro.
Yeah. Oh, Millie, you said I saved your life, so give me sex equals logic. Hilarious. That's all I was thinking back in the day. I was like, yo, I saved your life, girl. What the fuck? Yo, what's going on?
Hello?
Yo, what's popping?
Yeah, it's Nez from London.
Nez, what up, bruh? What's the deal?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How you been?
I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
Yeah, nothing much. Yeah, no, I was just listening in before I go to bed.
All right.
Late here, it's like 10 o'clock. So, yeah, it's, I wanted to ask, when it comes to game and all that, how do I react, or how do I react? I mean, when it comes to rejection, how do I not feel deflated? Because, like you were saying, there are some times, and I've experienced it as well, where you kind of get a chick's number, like you're trying to make something happen, and then she'd either start ghosting, or she'd cancel, or she just, sometimes they even like delete your number and block you on WhatsApp and stuff like that. And in addition to that, you have the face-to-face rejections. So how do we, I mean, sometimes when that happens, I kind of have these thoughts in my mind that, oh yeah, I'm going to be, like, I'm not getting anywhere. I'm going to be like alone for a long time and all this type of stuff. And how do I, what can I do to make sure I don't think these things?
Well, what you have to understand is the game goes in cycles. You understand? So now, what you need to do, and when I mean it goes in cycles, that means this. There's times where you're going to be interacting with chicks and everything is like, it's going pretty smoothly, where you get this girl's number, she's responding to you, whatever. Then there's going to be times where you might go a month, maybe 2 months, where nothing's going right, where, you're trying to make something happen, chicks is flaking, shit ain't going down, and then it turns back around to where things are going well. The thing, though, is that in order to get to the point where it's going good, you have to go through the points where it's not going so well. So what happens is, instead of getting discouraged about it not going so well, you have to just push through that as part of the process. You see what I'm saying? Because I use the analogy of, like, let's say if you're like doing a business or something. You understand? If you're doing business, there's going to be times where the company's money is going up, and then some months is not so good. Then the next month it go back up. So this is why when you see those charts where it goes up and down, zigging and zagging, because it's always the up and down of the game. It's the same thing when you're dealing with chicks. But see, if you stop while it's down, or you start to slack while it's down, you're just going to keep going down. You're not going to get back to the up. Because if I'm running a business, and let's say I'm making $10,000 a month, right? Then the next month I make, $4,000, and I'm like, shit, man, it sucks. I'm not, I'm only made $4,000 this month. I don't feel like doing anything anymore. This sucks. So now I'm gonna go from 4,000 to probably 1,000, because since I sort of gave up and just was like, fuck it, then what happened was I wasn't still putting in the work to get me back to 10,000. You see what I'm saying? So, or to even more. So this is what I'm saying, where you don't. This is what you got. You have to reframe how you look at the rejections. You understand? Don't look at it as a bad thing. Look at it as necessary. Do you see what I mean? Look at it as it has to happen. You see what I mean? Because you can't get around that shit. You have to look at it as this is part of the whole thing. Like, look at it like, in order to get to the yes, you have to go through the no, which is true. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it is, man. You know what I mean?
And I think it relates to what you were saying before, because I remember you saying that there are some guys out there who a lot of girls think is attractive, but what does that have to do with you? Like, you have to make sure that you're the best you can be, or something like that.
Right. And also, too, those other guys who women Some women, let's say you have another guy over here who this girl might think he's attractive, whatever. There's a whole bunch of other girls who don't think he's attractive. There's the girls who think he's attractive, and those girls still don't give him no pussy. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So that's why you can't really look at it. This is what I tell guys. Every guy's going through the same shit you're going through. It's just different levels of it. That's it. They're all going through the same shit. You see what I'm saying? This is why we saying that not to get so caught up on looks, because guys have in their mind that there's a fantasy that, oh, if I was such a really good looking guy, I could just get girls left and right. You feel what I'm saying? There's so many variables that go along with that, because even if a girl thinks a guy is good looking, or even if she thinks you're good looking, that's not the end all be all. There's so many different things that can happen from the time you meet to the time you're about to have sex that can cause you to not have sex with her. So it's not just that one thing of you see what I mean? So it's all these different things, but at the end of the day, you have to look at the rejection as part of the whole picture. It's part of it. So it's one of them things. It's like this, like your body, right? Your body has a front and a back, right? You need the back in order to have the front, and you need the front in order to have the back. You see what I'm saying? Just like you have hot and cold. You need hot to understand cold. You need cold to understand hot. You got the North Pole and the South Pole. You need the North Pole and the South Pole. So guess what? In the game, you need a girl wanting to fuck with you, and you also need what? A girl not wanting to fuck with you. You need both. This is what I'm trying to say. You have to look at it as part of the game, because it is. You can't get away from it. Accept that shit. You see what I'm saying? That's how you get this thing out of it. You accept it. As soon as you accept it, you're good. Because you're not looking at it as there's something wrong. You see what I mean?
Yeah, but most guys think that they can just wish that they can just click their fingers and every single girl, every single woman on the planet will be into them. And
right, that's what they think.
Choices.
That's what they think. But trust me, you wouldn't even want that if that was the case. Like if that could actually happen, you would not want that. Think about if every chick wanted you. You understand? It's not a fun. Listen, there's times where, because I'm just looking at it from this example, right? There's times where I was fucking with like 9 to 10 girls at a time, like, you know, in my rotation, right? And there were times where those 9 to 10 girls, almost all of them wanted to see me that on the same day and times and all that other shit. You see what I'm saying? And so they'd be texting me, blowing up my phone, calling me. How come I can't see you today? Why this? Why that? Why this? Why that? And I'm like, yo, chill the fuck out. I'm like, yo, y'all need to chill the fuck out. You feel what I'm saying? And so the annoyance of all of those girls simultaneously trying to holler, it might sound cool, but it's not cool. You feel what I'm saying? So this is why there has to be a balance. Because if every chick wanted you, you would have no room to breathe, and you would be fucking annoyed and stressed out. The balance of the chicks not wanting to get with you actually gives you the energy and the you know, you actually being grateful for the fact of the chicks who want to fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you got to understand. And that's what I'm saying. Like, rejection is not a bad thing. Rejection is necessary. It has to happen. It's supposed to happen. It balances out all that shit. That's why, you know, people look different. This is why people have different wants, needs, and desires. Because if, let's say everybody wanted to be a chef. If everybody wanted to be a chef, who's going to drive the buses? Who's going to build the houses? Who's going to fucking, you know, do the electronics or whatever? Who's going to do that? Nobody, because everybody's trying to do the same thing. But since everybody doesn't want to do the same thing, everybody wants to do different shit, which makes everything run smoothly because you have different people doing different shit. So when you're doing this one thing, guess what? You're rejecting everything else. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, that rejection is necessary because you need rejection for balance. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true.
So that's
and
it.
It goes back to that little business analogy or something, like you were saying, if you're running a business and let's say you make £100,000 or $100,000 or whatever, and you see somebody else make $1 million, you're not going to say, oh, that person only made $100,000 and that person made $1 million. You're going to be saying, yo, I made $100,000 this year,
right?
And not being
exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Be glad that you made 100,000. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Like you gotta understand. Look, I got this going. This happened because I put this shit out here. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm making things go down. And then if I want to improve and make something happen, I can also try to improve on that. I could probably get to 1 million if I wanted to. I just need to put in this type of work or do this type of thing. But the thing at the end of the day is, you gotta understand that everything in the situation is a process that needs to be understood. So the thing is, if you understand that rejection is part of the game and that it's supposed to happen, then there's really no reason to be afraid of it. There's really no reason to be scared of it. Because imagine if you were not afraid of rejection, or it didn't sting, or you didn't really give a fuck, it will be way easier for you to approach a large number of women. You see what I'm saying? And it's so, since you approach more women because you're not afraid of the rejection, that means you're going to get more women because you're approaching more women. A lot of times dudes will hesitate because they're scared of getting rejected, so they don't do anything, right? So if you was like, fuck rejection, I'm going to keep going and make stuff happen, you're going to start to see that there's going to be more women you get, but also there's going to be more rejection you get. But again, it's still the balance, because the amount of rejections you got has afforded you to get the amount of women who were not rejecting you. You see what I mean? It's always a balance. A guy who has the most women gets rejected the most. You understand? A guy who has the least women gets rejected the least. And the reason why he gets rejected the least is because he's not talking to a lot of women. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why he has the least women.
If you don't get rejected, you haven't spoken to anyone. Exactly.
Right. You see what I'm saying? It's always a balance. So if you want a lot of women, you got to talk to a lot of women, and you got to be able to be okay with rejection, because that's the price that's gonna come with trying to get a lot of women. You see what I mean?
Yeah. I guess the title of this live stream, is Game Irrelevant.
Right.
It relates to that as well, because that video you posted today. I saw that video where you had where were you, Times Square or something like that?
I think it was
wearing a blue blazer.
Yeah, that was in like Union Square area, in that area in New York. Yeah.
Yeah, and some guy posted a comment on there saying, "Is it ever okay to tell a woman or a girl, call her a bitch and a cunt, and tell her to go fuck herself?
Oh, right,
if she gives you attitude and stuff like that."
Right.
And I commented saying, yeah, if you do that, it's not going to make you a high value man. You should try and come up with something witty,
right,
like a witty riposte or something. And he was like, "What type of comeback?" And I don't know. It's one of those things that you have to work at. Because last week I was at a bar with some people, and there was this girl there who I was speaking to, and she was. I said to her, you look really cute and all that stuff. And
right.
She was giving me attitude saying, I don't really care about that and all this. And
right.
because, sometimes I wear glasses while I'm driving, and I had my glasses on me. I took my glasses out of the case.
Right.
I put them on, and I leaned in closer, and I looked at her, and I said, "Okay, I withdraw my statement to you."
Right.
Just like that, and then she was speechless. She didn't know what to say.
Right.
In response.
See, that's what I'm saying. You know how to talk to the women, man. If you on that shit where if you're the type of guy that gets angry and cursing a girl out, that ain't gonna do nothing but make you look stupid, and shit ain't gonna pop off for you. So you know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. You feel me? It's man. But Nez, just just go out there and keep pushing. Understand that rejection is part of the joint. You know what I mean? It's part of the whole thing. You feel me?
One more thing. When's the Bad Boy seminar coming to London? Is it gonna come to?
Man, I don't even know yet. We got to figure that out because I'm doing a whole bunch of traveling. I'm going to Jamaica soon and all that. I got to figure that out. So I got to figure out the logistics of all of that. But I'll definitely let you know, man.
All right, man.
All
All right,
right,
cool. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'll catch you later. Yeah.
All right, man.
Cool.
Peace.
Take care, man. Peace. Bye.
Yeah, man. Crazy. Johnny Quest, you said that's not true. You said you get the least chicks and then you get rejected the most. How many, Johnny? How many chicks have you talked to this week? How many chicks you talked to this week? Because I know you ain't talking to that many chicks. You probably talked to like 15 girls, if that much, and you saying you get rejected the most. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let me see what this is. EL, what's going on?
Yo, Mr. Locario, what's poppin', man?
What up? What up? Who's this?
Yo, this Ed from VA.
Alright, what's going on with you, man?
I was just getting back at you, man, because I was talking to you last week about this chick that I tried to hit up. You and Miles. Yeah. So, you know, just shortening things up, tried to hit this chick up. Like I told y'all, I normally don't try to talk to chicks at my job. Not chicks that I work with, but customers. So when y'all and Miles have put it as, you know, another way that I can just get chicks, I was just like, why not? Let me try it.
Right.
But yeah, like a couple of days ago, I talked to this like older chick. She's like 41 years old, because I'm like barely pushing 30 over here. So yeah, I gave her my number. She took it real quick, and she was like, well, maybe I might think about hitting you up, because I know you say not to fuck with chicks who got boyfriends and shit like that. But I'm just like, you know, keep her at a distance, because she said she had a boyfriend, but she still took my number. Shit.
Right, you got to be careful about them chicks, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I'm just like, I keep her at a distance, because, you know, like you say, I don't know who's boyfriend or fucking something.
Right. Nah, real shit, because man, a lot of these fucking dudes out here, you know, they get real emotional. They find out you fucking with their girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, you gotta be careful about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then the other chick I hit up, I had a question too. The other chick I hit up, she never got back to me, but she got back to me like a couple days, like later on during the weekend, like last weekend. So she had hit me up, and she was like, you know, we can meet up or whatnot. So we were supposed to meet up Wednesday or whatnot, and she was like, oh, I forgot, you know, because I just kept it simple. I hit her up, set the date, ain't say nothing in between. But the day of, you know, that morning, I decided to hit her up and remind her, you know, we still meeting, and she was like, oh, I forgot. Could we plan for another day? And I was like, all right, well, you know, what about this day? She was like, no, I'm busy this day. So I was like, okay, what's your schedule like? And she said, like, Friday, which is today. So I was like, all right, I'm cool with Friday. She hit me up, said Friday, it's all cool. So because of the weather and stuff, and I don't have a car, I don't want to be stuck out in the rain and shit, I had asked to reschedule, and then she was like, well, I don't know. So my question is, with it being so far out, should I have went with whatever day she scheduled, or should I just come up with a better day myself?
Dude, you should have charged her when she said she forgot. You feel what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. Like, that's it right there. If she says, yo, I forgot. Oh, okay, well, yeah, no problem. Have a nice day. That's it. She's done. Because her saying that is extreme low interest. Because even if she really forgot, that's low interest. And if she's saying she forgot, even though she didn't forget, she's just saying that just to be like, oh, no, she's done. You feel what I'm saying? Don't even bother with that. That's a done deal. You just keep that shit pushing. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so don't even.
I ain't think of it as a charging situation, because, you know, chicks do dumb shit like that all the time. They play, they I forgot, shit like that. So I'm just like, all right, this is bitches being bitches.
Nah, if she talking about, remember, this is what you gotta understand. If a chick's feeling you, right? There's times where they will see a chick could be feeling you and still flake, but it depends on how she's doing it. So if she says you hit her up, she's like, "Oh, I forgot." No, but if you hit her up and you said, "Hey, we still on for tonight or whatever, right?" One, if she hits you up before you even hit her up, that's a good sign. If she says, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I know we're supposed to meet tonight, but something came up. Can we do Friday?" Okay, cool. That's fine. You understand what I'm saying? Or if you hit her up and you say, "Hey, we still on for tonight," and then she says, "Oh, my bad. Something happened. Something came up, but can we do whatever?" That's fine. If she gives you a counter day. But if a chick says she forgot, if she's playing or not, nah, you gotta charge that to the game.
Even if she but she gave a counter date though. She said I forgot. But
No. She said she forgot. Then she gave her counter date. The forgot part is the key.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Because you said that she gave a counter date, but she was still talking about, "Oh, I don't know, I'm busy," and all this other shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because when a chick flakes on you and she's feeling you, she'll give you a counter day, but also she'll be apologetic with it. You see what I'm saying? So she'll be like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Can we do this day or that day?" She's not gonna be like, "Oh, I forgot." And then when you say, "Oh, so are you free this day?" She's like, "Nah, I'm busy." Like that whole energy is not an energy of a chick who's really trying to make that shit pop with you. You understand what I'm saying? Like she'll most likely flake again, and if she doesn't, she's gonna be on some goofy, like being uncooperative type of energy. Like I can already feel it based off of the story you're telling me. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah, I would say charge her ass now. Just be like, we're done. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man.
Yeah, man, that's it.
All right, well, I appreciate the advice, man. If I get any more chicks picked up, I'll hit you back and let you know how it is.
All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right, man. You guys gotta, man. Yeah, you gotta charge these chicks, bro. You gotta charge these chicks, man. Because they will be on that bullshit. For real. Man. I think Miles is trying to call in. Let me tell him to call back. You tell Miles to call back real quick. See if we could get this shit going. Hold on 1 second. Man. Jermaine Jones was popping, bruh. So remember, guys, make sure that you are prepared for the Truth About the Game seminar when I drop that shit. Seriously. I want all of y'all to get it. I want all of y'all to get on a Bad Boy membership so you can watch the Truth About the Game seminar. That shit is fire. I'm going to put out some clips too so you guys can see some of the clips, but I want you guys to get on the Bad Boy membership so you can get the Truth About the Game seminar dropping May 1st. You feel me? Rob Cruz, you was in the building. So Johnny, you been talking to 10 chicks a day, so that's like 45 or something. You said, or you said 10 a day or so, or 45 for the week. Okay, that's not bad. That's a good start. What you might need to do is work on your technique, though. You understand? Because your technique could be the thing that is making it hard for you to get certain things going. You feel what I mean? So, you gotta, really see what's going on, man. You know what I mean? Because if you work on that technique, then you're going to have more success at the end of the day. But also too, it could be, it could be your mindset, because if you're approaching a whole bunch of girls, but you're getting like rejected like crazy, right? You got the mindset to actually go out and approach, which is good, but you still have to work on that technique. Lamine, yeah, I'm still doing calls. Let me get probably a few more calls in real quick before I get out of here. You know what I'm saying? You get a few more calls. Jermaine Jones said, can a chick reject you because of your own personal issues, not because of you? Yeah, of course. That happens all the time. That happens all the time. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, Locario, what's up, man?
What's poppin'? Who's this?
Hey, my name is John, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm good. What's going on?
All right, man. So, I'm trying to, so I'm a college student, yeah? And, I'm an international student, and, I study, I'm a freshman in college, and, there's, somebody I have, interest in my FYS class, in my, English class, and I'm, trying to find a way to approach. So the problem is I got the chick Snapchat. One day I was there with my friend, and then she came, and then I got a Snapchat from that day. But we haven't really talked that much, and she also doesn't live on campus, so I have a lot of trouble even seeing the chick. So my question is how would you approach? How would you try to approach that situation?
So you said it's a chick. You said this chick doesn't go to your school?
No, she does come to the school. She doesn't live on campus though.
Oh, so she doesn't live on campus. She comes to the school. So do you see her in school, right?
Very, very rarely.
Okay. And so you said you have her Snapchat?
Yeah.
Can you send messages on Snapchat? Because I don't use Snapchat, so I don't know how it works.
Yeah, you can.
So you can send messages on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so send her a message on there.
But I was thinking, do you think that's weird though? Sending a message to somebody you barely talked to.
No, well, she knows you, right?
Well, yeah, she knows me, but we haven't really had an actual conversation yet,
Well, then that's what you say. You say, listen, what are you doing? Hey, what's up? This is so and so. What are you doing this weekend? I haven't. I want to get together, get a drink. Let's get to know each other. I hardly see you in school, so what's up? That's it.
All right.
That's it. That's all you got to do.
Even if you don't with the chick, even if you've really talked to the chick, don't you think do you think that's a good approach?
Yes, you still. This is what you want to you. What you're doing is look the contacting her, because look, she already knows you. It's not like you're just some random dude that hit her up that she never seen before. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's seen you around school. Y'all said hi and bye to each other. You understand? So she knows of you. So all you got to do is set that up. Be like, yo, listen, what are you up to, later this week? Let's make something happen. So think about it this way. If let's say there's a girl in let's flip it around. Let's say she was asking me the same thing about you, and I told her to text you on Snapchat and say what's up. Would you like her actually hitting you up?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, if she has the same interest or the same type of intrigue or thought process that when it comes to you, she'll be like, oh, cool, yeah, let's get together. You see what I'm saying?
So that at least I know what's up. At least I know there's
right, exactly. So at this point, right. So if you send her the message and she responds to you, then you'll know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's what you got to do.
I feel it, man.
That's what you got to do. You feel me?
All right.
All right.
Hey, thank you so much, man. You're really helping us out, bro.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, bro. All right.
Really.
Peace.
Have a good day, man.
All right, you too. All right. All right, people. So, listen, I'm about to head out. I got a few minutes left. So, remember, guys, make sure you get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Okay? I want all of you guys to get a copy of this book. I got a few more left. I'll probably have to order some more, but make sure you get a copy of the hard copy Also get the ebook. Also get the ebook. Also get the audiobook. Make sure you get this. Also get the Bad Boy book. The Bad Boy book is off the hook. Also, make sure you guys join the Patreon. You feel me? I'm gonna take this last call real quick. EL, what's going on?
Yo. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, what's poppin'? Who's this?
This is Russian Bird.
All right, what's going on?
What's going on? Yo, yeah, I just had a quick question. So, I've been dealing with this chick for a little minute.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, the chick is she's cooperating, but like something in my gut is telling me should I like not trust this broad in a way because okay, so like the broad is like she's cashing out. Like she bought me like $230 worth of groceries like a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
She's like offering to buy me like comforter sets and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, is this bitch trying to like, well, you know, pardon my language, is this broad trying to like overcompensate for like something she's doing on the side or something? I mean, I'm not really getting too many like signs of it.
Wait, hold on. Is this your girlfriend?
Nah, hell no.
So why you care about what she's doing on the side? What you mean?
No, I mean, okay, all right. Well, I guess there it is.
That's what it is. That's what I'm saying.
That's the whole thing because baby girl's her sexual value went up in my mind.
Right.
She got a boob job. The chick is hot. She's hot.
Right.
But she just got a boob job. And I really don't be sweating her like that. This is stuff I had brought to her, like verbally. I just, I'm hollering at you about it. I ain't brought it up to her. Like, nah. But in my mind, I'm like, like, why is she like offering to buy me shit and all? I mean, not saying like I'm not, being treated good. I mean, yeah, that's what she's supposed to do. She's cooperating, but. I'm just like, is this chick trying to overcompensate for some shit?
No,
like,
well, the thing
like
is,
you said,
the thing is she's buying shit because she's feeling you. When a chick is feeling you, she'll spend money on you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's another thing. Like, it's not all women who will do that, but some women, they'll spend money on you if they feeling you. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's really all it is. Some chicks like to do that shit.
That's that investment that you want.
Right. Some chicks will do that shit.
Right.
You see what I mean? So, I mean, if she cooperating, she buying shit for you, and you do, everything's cool, then you just enjoy that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't, Carl. You know what I mean? I'm letting my, there's so much going on out here in the world, man. Shit, a brother get treated good, you still think something's wrong.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You just never know, man.
Right.
But yeah, all right, bro. Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, bro. All right, man. I'm holler at you, man. All right, peace. Yeah, man. You guys got to know when you're winning, man. You got to know when you're winning. So, listen. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. Johnny Quest, you don't believe it, Johnny? Johnny don't believe it. He's like, chicks spend money on dudes? Yes, they do. Yes, they do, bro. See, Johnny, you missing out on a lot of shit, bro. I'm telling you. Johnny, you got to take the game. You got to take the game seriously, man. I want that for you, Johnny. I want you to be fucking with the baddest chicks, and I want these chicks to be blessing you with some gifts and shit. When you get to that point, it's a wrap. You feel what I'm saying? You said so tomorrow morning with Sarah? Nah, tomorrow morning is not gonna be Sarah. Tomorrow morning, I'm doing a show. Well, tomorrow afternoon, I'm gonna do a show with my homegirl Beatrice. Y'all saw in the other video the other day when she was talking about chicks who give you the number but don't be picking up. So I'm gonna have her. We're gonna have Sarah back again soon. Maybe the next few weeks though. You feel me? But I want to shout out everybody who's in the chat room, for rocking with me. I appreciate all you guys. Let me, shout out the people. We got David Hizza, David Smith, Jermaine Jones, Eastern Conversation, Cario, Auto Chris, O'Milly, Johnny Quest, African Scientist. Who else? Got Juice. Who else we got up in here? Rob Cruz, my dude K Zaggin, Who else he got up in the spot? People sending texts and shit. Known Hustler. Who else was up in here? Lottery Guru. Shout out to you. Ellie Empire. What up? Daniel Young. The Magic Male Seducer. What's going on? Who else is up in here? Beast of East. Carlos Castillo. Kelly Moore. Was good. Who else? Paul G. Nez was up in the building. But yeah, man, appreciate everybody. I will see you guys again tomorrow, actually. So that, we're gonna do a show tomorrow around maybe like 1:30-ish. So if you 1:30, 2 o'clock-ish. So make sure that I know that the notifications be on some bullshit sometimes. But yeah, keep that in mind. 1:30 or maybe 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, make sure you guys hit me up on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, type in Hashim Trends Locario. Type in Hashim Trends Locario. And, we're going to make that shit happen. You feel me? Hold on, wait a second. Yo, is this Miles Cunningham?
This is Miles motherfucking Cunningham.
Oh shit, nigga! I was about to end the show and shit, but I was like, let me get Miles on here to talk his shit. What's going on, bro?
Nigga, I ain't got nothing else to talk about, but if you got a bitch, take that bitch to see Infinity War, nigga.
You saw it already?
Shit. I saw that shit already, nigga.
Alright, don't say shit. Don't say nothing, because I might go see that.
What happened, though? Let me tell you what happened. That nigga Thanos, though?
Shut up. Yo, I'm trying to see that tonight. I gotta see that shit probably sold out like crazy, like a motherfucker.
Nah, that shit is sold out. Wherever you at, it's sold out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That shit is y'all niggas ain't gonna see that shit till next.
Until next week.
Right now, you ain't seeing that shit till next week, nigga.
I ain't seeing it till fucking Tuesday or some shit. Damn, man.
Yep.
I was trying to go out to see that shit tonight, man, because I'm like, shit.
Yo, Marvel could tell a fucking story. Oh my God. These niggas could tell a fucking story. Listen, if I was a DC producer, I would just be like, look, fuck it. Y'all niggas take over DC movies. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I would just tell Marvel Studios I would just pay them to just do the work as far as telling the story and directing the film.
Right.
Because the way these niggas do shit, it's like, oh my, it's the best. Like, it's like, oh my God. Like, you got grown ass fucking men up in the movie that are acting just the same as these little kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Screaming and yelling when somebody does something cool and shit. Like, oh my God. Like, I mean, one thing I'm going to say though, right, is that it's not that, and it's not giving it away, but the point of the matter is, it's a movie that kind of has all the characters in it. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But the reason why these niggas are so dope with it is that they don't just start the movie and, there's all the characters. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
They strategically set up the story in a certain way so each character makes, like, an entry. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, Marvel, them niggas could tell a fucking story, son.
Wow.
Them motherfuckers could tell a story. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas could tell a story. I mean, I'm the first person to yell out, support black businesses, but these white niggas got it on lock. I gotta fuck with that shit.
Yo.
I'm sorry. Because, I mean, support your people and do what you gotta do, but when the nigga shoot is on point, a nigga shoot is on point.
Right.
Black or otherwise. You feel me?
Man. Damn,
Like,
all the shows is sold out, son. Damn.
You looking it up now?
I'm looking it up right now.
I told you. I told you. And you can't see that shit in 3D because they actually they filmed it in 3D. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if people know, but some movies they put in 3D, but you could tell it wasn't meant for 3D.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But this movie was meant for 3D. Like, the camera angles and the way they have everything layered and set up is dope. Everything looks dope.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Damn, this shit is. I'm looking at this other shit. They fucking got the shit sold out till. God damn. Hold on. They got this shit sold out till 1 a.m, my nigga. They got a show at 1:40 a.m. Like,
Man.
oh.
See, as far as game, you know, this is a good conversation piece. You know what I'm saying? Go see the movie.
Right.
You can have something to talk about to these bitches. You feel me?
Right.
This is like Marvel movies too. Don't get it twisted.
Right. That's crazy. Damn, I'm gonna have to fucking see that shit on Monday or something. Shit.
Yeah. You have to see that shit on Monday when
like,
you know,
Monday
the
morning.
people at work and shit.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Shit. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy.
Damn, son.
Man, I thought I was gonna be able to do it after this fucking show. This is crazy.
Let me tell you something though. There's a scene. You know,
Don't say nothing.
No. I'm not giving that away with the movie.
Right.
But there is a scene, right, where this heavy shit just went down, and they're like showing you everybody like standing around, and Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson,
right,
like the way they did the camera angle, all you can see is from her stomach down to her side, so you see like her hips and shit.
Right.
And even though it's a fucked up scene and something real heavy just happened, all I could think was, yo, damn, Scarlett Johansson is mad fucking thick, son. Like, that's all I could
Oh, shit.
That's all I can say. And you, trust me, you'll notice what scene it is that I'm talking about.
Right,
You'll notice what scene it is.
Damn.
It's like she's just standing there, and I'm like, fuck, like, so how thick is this bitch? Like, she's like, and it's like, but you know, she's getting older now. She's starting to hit the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that you know that older woman kind of shape is coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, them hips is spreading on him. Oh man, yo, that's a thick bitch. Yo. Woo.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson will get the D all day. Shit.
All day,
Fuck.
all day. Even though she's trying to act like she a fucking super feminist.
Exactly. Right.
But she'll still get it.
Real shit, man. Damn, man. I wanted to see that shit tonight, though. Damn. That's fucked up. I should have.
Fuck that bitch with the picket sign in her hand. I swear.
I should have got my tickets earlier this morning. That's what I should have did. Truthfully.
You know not to play around with these Marvel movies.
Exactly right.
You know not to play around with these Marvel. I'm just lucky because I'm in the South. And she don't get sold out like that in the South. You know
Right. That's crazy, man. That's wild.
Well, you know about every showing after the one I just saw, it's sold out.
Wow.
You know about that shit though.
Wow. That's crazy. Man.
Because I saw the 3D shit. So the regular ones are not sold out, like the regular standard shit.
Right.
They're not sold out, but all the 3D joints are sold out.
Damn. Okay, I'm still searching. I'm like, shit. Let me see.
Yeah, you probably gonna have to go to Jersey or something.
For real, right? That's crazy. I'm like, man, that's some shit. Cause I'm like, fuck, B. Wait, I think I might have found something.
Is this like the last part of the show? Cause I don't
yeah, no, we done. I was about to cut it off right now, but I was just.
Okay. Well, put some shit about the Avengers in the title, so maybe it'll help with
I don't know, for real.
Put at the end, be like, yo, Miles Cunningham reviewed, Avengers Infinity War.
Real shit. But who the fuck is calling he's ringing my bell and shit? But yo, Miles, I'm gonna hit you up on the phone in a minute, alright?
Alright, man. Yo, y'all be easy, you know what I'm saying? Truth is inside you. You know what I'm saying? Holla at these bitches.
Exactly.
You feel me? Have a good weekend. Everybody who was in the chat room and who called in and stuff, alright?
Alright, bro. I'm gonna holla at you, man. Alright, so people, I'm out. Try to go see if I can see this Avengers movie. And you guys have a good weekend. Yeah, I'll be most likely tomorrow. I'll holla at you guys later, alright? Peace.